Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm a little late than usual. For the first time, am live streaming through Zoom. So it took me a few minutes to figure it out. Plus, I had trouble getting into Zoom. So actually used YouTube to help me figure out how to go live from Zoom to YouTube. Anyways, I'm going to also get it up on my iPad so I can see all the comments. So if you are here, go ahead and say hello. I'll be able to see you in just a minute. So here it is. All right, so I'm going to read. Oh, hello, Rebecca. Rebecca, what class or classes, what company did you work for today, or are you going to if you have outschool classes later? I was going to wait for later to say this, but I think the cat's already out of the bag. I am a GOGOKID brand contributor, and GOGOKID has a huge announcement today. I have a video out on my channel. Cindy has a video out on her channel, and there are a few other brand contributors who have videos out on their channel too. So let me start with Vipkid like I always do. Not much, not that big of news in VIP. Oh yeah, sorry, Rebecca. I just had to figure out how to do it. It's a learning curve. All right, I have a paid Zoom account for the month because of the course I'm putting on the level boot camp. So anyways, weekly teacher update. It is Teacher Appreciation Week. Go to our hub, a sneak peek of some wishes that our students have prepared for you. Plus, there's still space for the following events: a magic show with Kevin Blake, Superhost Vipkid Teacher Appreciation Extravaganza, chorus meditation, yoga. Okay, and the community spring market is open for business. So shop for props, rewards, jewelry, and much more. The community spring market has opened its virtual doors, and you won't want to miss these special teacher discounts. Shop a selection of goodies for your classroom and home, all by Vipkid teachers. So this is nice. They've done this before. Vipkid has like a marketplace for all people that sell Vipkid products, which is great. Vipkid doesn't get any money for these products, so I think it's awesome that they're doing this. From April 27th to May 31st, you can head to the community market with your 6 Apple page. Free event for young readers hosted by the Mini Mighty Reading Club. The Mini Mighty Reading Club is hosting a free 30-minute family-friendly read aloud next week featuring Scribblestones by Diane Albers. The story is about authenticity, creativity, and working together. There's 2 times it's being offered: Tuesday, May 4th at 6 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday, May 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Space is limited. Register. We will send you a reminder with the Zoom link before the event. Wear your PJs, enjoy hot cocoa with your child while listening to a story together. Announcing the second Diversity Speaker Series event featuring, I hope I say her name right, Juju Chang. So she is from the ABC Nightly News Nightline. Does anyone watch her? I don't watch the main 4 channels of their news anymore. There's just so many 24-hour news stations where you can get your news. So tell me if you watch her. Anyways, join us for the second Talk and Diversity Speaker Series. Juju Chang, the Emmy Award-winning co-anchor of the ABC Nightly News, will be speaking on the topic of unconscious bias and the rise in anti-Asian hate in honor of Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Will be a free event. May 20th from 5:30 to 6:15 Eastern Time. Register. Please note, if you cannot attend, registered teachers will be able to view their recording 7 days after. I might do this. Is anyone going to do it? Creating a reward system for your online classroom. Check out our latest blog post. Looking for some inspiration for classroom rewards, or maybe just curious to see what some of your fellow Vipkid teachers are using? This week on the blog, we have some best practices for setup. Your reward system features some suggestions from our very own teachers. What will your students do during Labor Day holiday? International Workers' Day. As you all know, we have Labor Day, but it's in September. International Workers' Day, also called Labor Day, which is celebrated in many countries May 1st and is extended to China to give 5 consecutive days off, May 1st to May 5th. Have any of you noticed a decrease in bookings around this time? I don't open that many slots anymore because school's going well, but I do notice, like today I only had 3 book, and I've been getting short notice lately, and I did not get my last slot booked short notice today. So I have noticed a slowdown. I'm not working as much. If you are working more, have you noticed a slowdown? So with many Chinese families having domestic travel plans during this holiday, you may notice some fluctuations in your booking. When I read this, I can't help but think of level 4 teaching domestic, international. Anyways, have your students mentioned a trip they're excited to take during this time or other plans? Virtual meetups. May is upon us. May is almost here, and there are so many things happening and events and meetups. We have a theme for each day of Teacher Appreciation Week, May 3rd to May 7th. If you're interested in hosting a meetup that week, take a look at our suggestions below. Just double check the times of Vipkid sponsored events in case you want to avoid overlap. Monday, adventure, an online game. Tuesday, invite teachers to share a fun talent. Wednesday, a celebration, host a meetup. Thursday, self-care, yoga, meditation. Friday, appreciation, invite teachers to share stories. May is also Jewish American Heritage Month, as well as Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month. There's a lot in May. This is me speaking now, not the weekly report, but May is also Lyme Disease Awareness Month. So host a brunch, coffee, lunch. Okay, trending topics. I accidentally think I did not print the trending topics. Oh, well. Anyways, all right, let's see what you guys are saying. Rebecca taught all VIP kids this morning 4 short notice trials. They all showed up. Awesome. I also have 2 out-school classes, science with 4 kids, math with 6. Okay. I have 2 classes as well. I used to have 3. One of them kind of went away with lower bookings, but that's okay because the one was like at an odd time. So I kind of have 2 in a row now, which I like better. One of them I still need to finish prepping for, I should say. Okay, GOGOKID, big news today. If you haven't already heard, lots of videos, like I said. All right, so $150 referral incentive for the month of May. So you're already hired at GOGOKID, so you can't cash in on the $300 incentive. So you can recruit people. And how easy is it to refer people when you can just tell them there's an easy $300 bonus? You get $150. Not bad. So you get something out of it too. Their normal incentive is $105. So yes, now's the time to refer. Number 2, brand new secrets to a successful demo workshop. Here's the thing. They are offering a workshop to help your referrals with their demo. Even better, it's a great time to refer. And Cindy is joining me. Cindy, I am still reading the GOGOKID weekly report. Well, we can comment on it. Yes, so Secrets to a Successful Demo is a brand new workshop being offered for our prospective teachers just in time to help them nail the demo and get started working toward the $300 bonus. So Cindy, so not only are they offering $300 to people, they're offering us $150 to recruit, and they're offering a workshop to tell people how to do the demo to pass. It is a super easy time to apply to GOGOKID right now. Yes.
I just popped in. I'm sorry. I thought I would have to wait till you would let me in.
You know what? I need to double check my settings because that will be a problem when I work at OutSchool later. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm signed into another account. Yeah. Holiday notification. We will be out of the office for Labor Day holiday from the 1st of May to May 5th. Applications and email responses will be delayed. and everything will be back to normal. The report says April 6th, but I'm sure they mean May 6th. And we apologize for the inconvenience. So there's another thing. If you're applying to GOGOKID, the first 5 days are going to be a little bit slow. So you need to get a move on if you're going to apply. Yes. All right. So here's what we've all been talking about. An even better $300 incentive this May. Both Cindy and I have videos out about this with more specifics. So I will give just quick. If as soon as you're hired, if you get hired between May 1st and May 31st, you have 30 days after you're hired, open 20 slots. And that's 4 days. So literally you could do that all in 1 week if you didn't have open at another company. You could do that Monday through Friday in the first week. Super easy. And they have to be open 48 hours in advance. You know how some people open them and close them again just to, I don't know what they think, an algorithm or something. So remember, if you do that, then it won't count as being open 48 hours in advance. I have to say that because a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Lights, camera, action, video contest for May. So they're giving away a video contest. If they accept your video, you get $50. And if your video's view is over 2,000, you get $150. And we'll announce the winners on the updates on May 11th. So share GOGOKID and get extra incentive this month. They already talked about that. You get $150. But you also, if you just post a post on social media and send it to them, you get $2. And that only takes like 10 seconds or something. So they have a bunch of workshops coming up in the next 7 days, teaching phenomenal phonics, fun and game activities, top-notch procs. I won't read them all. Fresh out of the oven, new teacher landing mini workshops. So not only they have a bunch of incentives for new teachers, but they have a workshop to help you once you are a new teacher. And let's see, a survey on your opinion about some teaching related data. Okay, so they want your opinion too. We are living in a world driven by huge variety of data. Lots of us keeping regular track of weight change, nutrition change, calories, sleep, the proper blah, blah, blah. So basically they want you to fill out this survey and you could get 30 Unicoins if you fill out the survey. Animated high fives and thumbs up are getting glitchy. Recently, teachers have reported multiple cases of gesture recognition hypersensitivity using GOGOKID Teach. So they are studying it and trying to make it better, basically. Slower response rates, they're telling us again, between May 1st and May 5th, slower responses. All right, so Rebecca said she watched both of our videos. Great job. Awesome. All right, Cindy, we are both. What are we, Cindy?
We are both ranked contributors. So excited.
Yay,
All it means is we do more work, right? If they're giving $50 for a good video.
Right. Right.
Wow.
But we're at least guaranteed the money. The people in the contest doing the $50 video might get it or might not.
It's
so yes, we are brand
contributors. Yeah.
Yes, it is. So we have more than one person that has to approve our video before it goes out. There's certain words they don't want us to use. Like we call it the $300 incentive, not bonus. You know, things like that. So they want to make sure they don't call it the hiring process because it's not technically a job. You're an independent contractor. It's things like that. So just know that if you see our videos that are brand contributor, it has been approved by GOGOKID. So everything that we're saying to you is true. We're not giving any misinformation because if we did, we would have heard about it before the video went out.
Right.
So I'm excited and I'm flattered that they asked.
Yeah, it's an honor to be picked because I know I'm not as good as the other people in the video making program. I've never made videos before VIP Kids. So I'm kind of a slow learner. I have a lot going on. So I kind of like learn a little thing at a time. So
Cindy, give yourself credit. You're great. I mean, you're learning everything all the time. You're like, Manicam. I don't know Manicam, and you're always learning.
Well, that's what I noticed in the meeting that we were in. I'm like, nobody uses Manicam. I can use Manicam. Oh my goodness. And then I realized they don't want us to use much Manicam. I didn't know.
So did they say why don't they want you to use Manicam?
Well, they didn't really like the I had a digital background on my first one, so they didn't like that part because it wasn't really clear, because it wasn't green screen, it was just play screen. So I could understand that. It was I was wondering how that would go. But I don't really know why they don't allow them in the regular situation. But I like for the other video I did have a little bit of the Manicam, and I don't have I only use iMovie for my videos right now. I feel like I haven't learned everything about iMovie yet. So
yes. And iMovie is easier to use because I've been using the one that comes with the Windows version, and it doesn't have like fades in and fades out. Getting the logo up, I had to have my son help me. So he helped me get that on last night, and he faded my video in and faded it out. I need some real editing software.
And you know what?
Once I have what's that?
On when you do iMovie on the iPad, it really has a lot of easy, like user-friendly stuff that you can do. So if I were you, I would go ahead and learn that, like make your video and then put it onto your iPad and try. There's so much you can do with just that that could keep you busy for a while. But I know I really, really, really want the Final Cut Pro, but I'm like, should I go for it or not? Like, I'm not making tons of money.
How much? Do you know how much it is?
It's $300.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. I used Final Cut Pro when I worked for a church for about a year, and I edited their videos. I used Final Cut. And then I went over to a video company, and they were using Final Cut when I first got there. So I know how to use it. I just haven't made the plunge and purchased it. You said $300. I'm not making money on YouTube yet. I mean, maybe when I am, I will, but yes. So it's kind of like what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Like, I'm not going to spend money on editing equipment until I make money on YouTube, but I might not make money on YouTube until I'm spending money,
Well, in this process, I learned how to, I know Amanda Panda said she makes her videos through Manicam. And that's what I did. And I'm like, I'm telling you, it was the easiest thing ever. It was so awesome. So I'm going to probably be doing that. And so I figure if I haven't exhausted all of those features, Manicam and iMovie, I'll probably wait. But it was so fun to do it that way.
So can you edit? You can edit through Manicam?
Well, what you can do is through Manicam, you can make your video and you just press the record button. And then I just made I made about 4 videos till I finally got one because we had a time crunch. But I did. Yeah. So I watched this one video by this girl, and she said it took her like 10 hours for edits. But I mean, she has like hundreds and thousands of subscribers. So I'm realizing, okay, editing is really important. And so, but with Manicam, you could do pieces. And if you don't like it, just delete it right on there. And then as I liked it, I could drag it onto my desktop, open iMovie, and stick it into iMovie. And so it just made it so easier than any other way I've done it.
Yes. So because we were on a time crunch, I didn't have time to memorize my whole script that I had. So I memorized it in chunks. So I'm giving away my secrets if anyone saw my video, but you know where it switches to a black screen with a question. So each little chunk, when I got to the question, I did each one individually so that, I didn't have to memorize the whole script. Yes, but the only issue I have with using my iPad and iMovie is that it takes up a lot of space. So I need to finish, like I have some videos. I recorded my first OutSchool class and never did a video. I need to finish editing those so I can get them to YouTube and delete them from my iPad, and then I'll have room.
Yeah.
So that's my only issue.
You can pay a little extra for some room, or you can move it onto a external, which I haven't done yet.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'll move it to an external and be like my junk drawer. I have all this stuff and I never even touch it.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yes. And so those who don't know, I'm also doing a boot camp course for OutSchool. So luckily I didn't have a video due this week. It happened to not be my week, which was good because then the GOGOKID video was due this week. That worked out. I don't know if I could have done both of them, but so that really worked out in my timing and scheduling. But I'm excited to be a brand contributor for GOGOKID. So they actually hired me before Vipkid. So,
oh wow!
And for those, they did, yes. Then Vipkid called back a week later. And for those who don't know, I was Cindy's mentor to come aboard for GOGOKID. So it works out that we're both brand contributors now.
And actually, I was thinking about it. We were actually friends on YouTube, since I basically first started.
Yes.
So it's for me, I've been with Vipkid. Has it been 3 years? So I've probably been friends with you guys for maybe a little over 2 years.
Yes, I think I met Danny and Evelyn were the first ones I met, and then you started coming around not too long after we all became friends. Yes,
I was following Evelyn more, and then she would tell me about you guys. So we all just kind of started that little trend of people grouping up. Honestly, we're the ones who started that trend.
Yes,
because we're like,
we're all friends. Right. Yeah. Evelyn let everyone know about our channels. We're all friends, so we promote each other's channels. We don't get competitive.
We sort of get competitive, right now. If you want to go to my channel, go ahead. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully it all works out.
Yes. And there's going to be different people that connect with different ones of us. So I feel like you connect more with Cindy and want her to be your GOGOKID mentor to help you through the process, go ahead. But it's so easy to get hired right now. If you are not working there, I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, 20 spots.
Yeah. I have one in the process, one who said they wanted to join, but I don't know if they went ahead and joined with someone else or not. But hopefully we'll get, the thing about it is there are a lot of people that are saying they're not getting bookings. This is a way they can for sure make money in May. At least you've got, and it's only 20 slots. So you could be doing, multiple things and teach 20 slots and make $300.
Right. That's almost slightly more than once a week.
I'm kind of jealous.
Me too. That's easy money.
Yeah. Because when I first started, I did sign up for the $300 bonus, but I had to open 75 slots, whether I taught them or not. And I opened up a few and they weren't just booking. So I was afraid that I would lose my Vipkid students, and I would lose money, and maybe I wouldn't make the $300. Maybe something would happen and I wouldn't get the $300 either. So I said I wasn't going to take that chance, and I could have gotten it if everything had gone together okay. But since I didn't want to risk it, I said I'm just going to keep teaching for Vipkid. And then so I'm one of the ones that I could have done it if it was with this program. So that's the ones that said no, I'm not going to risk it. So but I got my certification for GOGOKID because I figured I wanted to have another company, because you never know what's going to happen. So.
Exactly. And a lot of people say, well, I'll just apply when there's something happens, but I already have the backup in place. So literally I can just open slots if something happens.
Exactly.
So yes, don't wait, especially now. It's so easy. And like for me, I'm opening a lot less at all the companies because I'm working at OutSchool and a lot of people are in the same boat. So this is super easy money. Let's say you're working for OutSchool and you closed all your VIP kid slots and you just have those slots open free anyway. It would be so easy just to open for GOGOKID 20 slots. That's not that many for a month period. That's less than one a day if you did it every, that's so easy.
Yeah.
Let's see what people are saying.
I'm really surprised it's so easy. It's almost like they're giving money away.
I know. Yes, they must really need people. Rebecca says, if I did not already have a contract with GOGOKID, I would do it now. Me too. Me too.
Totally.
And then last incentive, you had to teach 3 classes. Do you have to teach this time? No. Zero. All you have to do is open them. That's it. So Rebecca, if you can't get $300, you could probably, it's so easy to recruit people. Maybe you could get $300 that way, just for 2 people.
That's true too. So that's why I made the videos before. I was trying to just say, hey, what was it? It was a $300 incentive. And so I just figured, hey, I'm going to go for it. Maybe there's 1 person or 2 people and I could make $100 on that. And then I figured that would make my being a teacher for GOGOKID worth it, kind of. And so and anybody can do that.
Yes. So for people that don't know, how is GOGOKID different from VIP Kid?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah.
What do you think, Cindy? I have an opinion, but I'll let you go first.
Okay. And I kind of heard from people before I signed up. So once I signed up, I kind of felt that was true. My opinion is there's like less really actual words and content and more kind of games. So my recommendation is if you get an opening, don't act like, oh, I've taught online, I'm fine, because the games can trip you up. Like one time I pressed a button and my face went onto the screen and I couldn't get it back off. I didn't know what to do. I was like, so the technology inside the classroom is different, and they do a lot of like the spinning games, which VIP Kid is sort of adding now. And I feel like you kind of have to repeat more and kind of feel out the child and make sure that you are on their level. Like, don't try to talk too much, but you're going to have more time. So you might have to do bird times, or do different. I had to bring out my flashcards and talk about colors or numbers or, so you're going to have a plan on extension. That's my opinion.
Yes, that's true. What I will do is just use everything on the slide. If the slide has an animal, I'll circle it and teach them the animal. Just knowing, especially that most people complain about the K level. They have like 18 slides for 25 minutes. So you just have to know ahead of time, okay, you're gonna have to slow down, keep repeating, use every single thing on the slide for an extension. And do it as you go along. I personally find I like the games. I feel like it takes pressure off you to be that performing, to be like, whoa, you know what I mean? Because the games are entertaining the kids in and of themselves, which is kind of how I feel about VIP Kids new level 1. It takes the pressure off me because it is more interactive. So that's how it's different. But other than, it's very much similar with the 25-minute classes. You could even switch from one to the other. You could go VIP Kid, GOGOKID, VIP Kid. Like, that's how well they work together. Years ago, there was a YouTuber that had like a marriage thing and, had wedding music. It was just saying how VIP Kid and GOGOKID are the perfect marriage. Like, they fit well together. whereas other companies might have like a 40-minute class, and then that's awkward to pair up with Vipkid in the 25-minute if you're trying to work them all on the same day. So
Right.
I think they work well together. They really do. It's great.
I think the other thing that's different is the pay scale. Both of them are kind of confusing.
Mm-hmm.
But Vipkid is kind of confusing, but I think GOGOKID is even more confusing.
Yes.
So I'm like, I don't even worry about it. Just teach your class. You get paid some money. And it's like, for me, if I do GOGOKID, it's not going to be as much as I get for Vipkid. But sometimes they mail incentives out.
Yes.
Like they mailed out a $20 extra bonus if I open 4 PPTs, but mine are all closed. So I have 3. So I'm waiting to see if a person cancels like on Friday or Thursday, I might be able to squeeze. No, not Friday. It has to be before May 1st. So I have a little bit of time. I might be able to squeeze in one more if somebody cancels, but if they don't, I won't. But yeah. So sometimes they do that to make up for, I think they know that their prices are a little less, but.
Well, it depends on the person. Yeah, I got $42 to open 20 slots last week. Yeah, that was nice. But there are a lot of people that get paid more at GOGOKID. I also get paid less because I've also had 2 raises at Vipkid, but some people make more. They were giving higher base pay rates out when they first started, and they were competing. So it just depends. If you're watching, some people make more at Vipkid, some people make more at GOGOKID, so it can depend, but they're great for working together. And if you make about the same, you could see where you get booked first too. When I was a newbie, I kind of did that. I opened a little at Vipkid, a little at GOGOKID, see where you get booked first. Wherever you get more bookings, start opening more there. So they work great together. Let's see what people are saying. A lot of young kids at GOGOKID. Rebecca's saying yes, they do. That's true. I like the higher levels at Vipkid. I know you do too, Cindy. Don't you? You teach a lot of 7 too.
Yeah. I do like the mixture though, because the older kids can be sometimes, I like to have a mixture so I can talk with the older kids, and then the younger kids kind of keep me like
fun,
active. I might, if I have all like level 7, I might be like, depending on the student.
Right. Hello, Kathy. She's also here. GOGOKID uses the language acquisition method of ESL, and Vipkid uses grammar test prep method. So basically I think I'll try to put that in simpler terms. So GOGOKID uses more like, how do you learn a language? When you're a child, the word gets repeated a lot and you remember it. And then, Vipkid's more how you might learn it in school. These are the grammar rules. Here's a lot of, reading. And so, yes, I think I summed that up. Candy, is the age range younger at GOGOKID? I would say it's similar what they offer. Maybe they don't go up as high as level 7, but there tends to be more younger students. Is that a good way to say it? Students and then Candy, also a difference at GOGOKID is you can't certify for different levels. Once you are in GOGOKID, that slot is opened. You can get any level that books you. So you can't pick and choose like at Vipkid. I only like teaching older. I only like teaching younger. But Candy, it's a great time to apply. And you have a lot of teacher friends that work there. So, you can use someone's referral code. So,
Does Danny still work for GOGO? Oh, she doesn't do any of them, right? She's out.
Right. She still has a contract with GOGOKID and Vipkid, but she's only doing Outschool. Do you have Outschool classes today, Cindy?
I do. I have a math with baby animals, and I have 2 piano classes today.
Okay.
So,
I have Dogman and Diary of a Wimpy Kid much later today, but still have to prep for one of them. So
I'm thinking about what I'm going to do. I haven't really put together the summer classes yet. And like we were going to do a vacation break in May, and now it just got switched to June. And the vacation week was going to be a bad week personally, but out school wise, it was perfect.
Right.
Because I don't want to start a class and I can't do it kind of thing. But most of my, like the piano ones are 1 month at a time. So they're going to be wrapping up. And so I don't know what I'm going to do next. Like, I just figured it would be easier to do it in 1 month increments.
Yeah.
So, but that's a little tricky to see how that's going to go. And it is a piano class is kind of interesting because you have all different levels, and you know, you want this one, and you have to like, are they liking this? Like, to me it's good because you can hear the other kids play. To some people it might be like, this, why do I have to keep sharing the teacher, you know, kind of thing.
Right.
So
but I think
well,
with music lessons, I feel like the group lessons, yeah, you don't get as much playtime, but it's usually cheaper for the parents, right? Because more people. So that's the thing. Then you do private lessons, it costs a lot more money, but then you're getting one-on-one attention. So the parents kind of have to.
Right. It depends on, that's why I made mine lower price. Cause I figure I'm kind of I'm not new to piano, but I'm new to teaching it online.
Yes.
And so I made it lower, and I figured if they just took a couple months, they have had music this year.
Right.
And if they want to keep going, they can decide, maybe I want to step it up and get a more professional situation type of thing. Yeah. Or then I was thinking, should I open it up to private lessons for each kid? You know, and then they pay a little more. I don't know. I get, and how do you ask the parents that?
I don't know. You could just start like a private ongoing piano class and then set up times and somebody.
Okay, I could do that. Yeah. I could open like private classes and just tell them, I'm going to open private classes. If you want to continue with a group class, you can. If you want to do the private class, you can move to, that's a good idea.
Right. And then, so Candy asked, how are bookings at Outschool? Do you make more money at Outschool? Candy, it doesn't even compare. Do I make more money? Oh my goodness. The money at Vipkid feels like pennies now. You make so much more at Outschool. My bookings are good, but it does take a while to get started, especially if you started now. A lot of people are starting. So I guess you could, of course, you set your own prices and it's based on bookings, but once you get established and started, the money is definitely much better.
Yeah, because I think that I would like to know the percentage of teachers that get like, I know that the money is there. Like, I make right now with everything going good, I can make about the same. I think last month I made the same with Vipkid and Outschool. So I'm not like making buckets of money for Outschool, but I'm not teaching tons of hours either. But the thing about it is, if you are good at putting your marketing for people to like it and to make it attractive digitally, and it doesn't mean you have to be an amazing person, but somehow you have to make it attractive to the people looking at it. I think that's an art in its own, in itself, you know, and just trying to figure that out, and then making your class something that they want to repeat coming to, then you'll be great. But if you're just like, I want to teach like I do at the brick and mortar school, then that might not fly as well.
Yeah. So actually, Candy, great segue. We have a boot camp right now that I'm putting on with Paige, Brooke, and Mary Ann, where we're teaching people how to do that, how to have great thumbnails and videos and keyword searches to get yourself seen out there on Outschool.
That's the thing too.
So yeah, it's different than a brick and mortar school where it's like, these are your 30 kids and you're teaching them. Like, that's, you have to market, the students have to come to you, you have to be noticed. And it's not only that, you have to have classes that they want, right?
Yeah.
If you have the best thumbnails, the best videos, but nobody wants to buy a class on speaking Cantonese, then yeah. So, yeah, it's a variety of things, a little bit like a free market, except they limit some classes, like religion classes, but
like somebody mentioned, it's kind of like a big craft sale. You know, everybody has their wares, you know, and people can scroll through and they can pick, they can see which teachers are getting lots of bookings. Like I got an email yesterday, your class just got filled. It's time to open another one. But I'm glad I got it filled, but I didn't really want to open another one.
Yeah.
But I don't always get that. But the more you get that, the more people, and I know Danny's doing really good. Like she's teaching reading. I saw that they're looking for private tutors. Like I know Candy does math. So that might be a good thing, is to be a private tutor, like for the upper level math classes.
Yes, especially if you're first starting out. For me, like if you've been there a while, for me, the group classes are better. But if you're first starting out on OutSchool, that's a way to get in. And they say a lot of people are looking for private tutors now. So yeah, especially if you can do upper level higher math, because not everyone can do that.
Right.
Yeah, they're getting rid of higher math, maybe where I live. I'm not very happy about that.
Oh my goodness. Are you serious?
Yeah, my son's in higher math. So I'm really going to fight against that getting
But
passed.
do you have a virtual, like in New Hampshire, we have a virtual company that our state pays. We call it free, but the state pays for it. And it's like it's kind of like the brick and mortar school online type of thing.
Like a K-12?
You work on your own and then you report to the teacher once a month. And
I think, well, this would be statewide if they passed it. So
they probably will provide some other type of learning. And so it actually might be better, because in the classroom, sometimes you just put the person in who you have at the moment. But if you can do it through another source, you can actually get a better teacher, you know.
We'll see. Hope it doesn't pass. Candy said I can do SAT, ACT test prep and GED test prep. I've actually seen that on the requested list. Okay, Candy, you definitely have some classes that people want. If you can do that kind of thing, those are classes that not everybody can do. So it sounds like you've got some great classes, Candy.
Yeah, and you know what? You can make it up. Like you can put your information, like your thumbnail, what you want to do, get your class approved, or whatever. You can get it all set up. Number one, you don't have to have it all like set up like as a brick and mortar. You set up the whole 9 months. You don't have to do that. You could just offer, a really short type of situation and see if it gets booked. And if it gets booked, then you can, grow yourself on OutSchool. You don't have to start out with like everything you want to do. Just start out with something small. Like, what did I start out with? I started out with finger knitting. That was my first class, finger knitting. And
my first class was an American Girl Tea Party, which was at the beginning of the summer last year. It's a social class. There's nothing academic, but at that time, at the beginning of summer last year was when the height of COVID and people needed social classes. So that's what they needed.
And also, I wanted to say, I got some American Girl doll books.
Oh, okay.
On Saturday, I dropped off a couple bags of clothes at the clothing drop, and there was this bag full of books, and they were like, I have a whole stack of all the Molly books.
Oh, and she was she World War II?
Addie, Kirsten, Felicity.
Those are all the history. Yeah, those are the history ones. And a lot of teachers teach history classes with the American Girl book.
Really?
Yes.
I picked them up because I have grandkids and I'm like, I'm not leaving these out. And it was sprinkling and everything.
Those would have gotten snatched fast. Yes. So Candy's work for Huntington. I have all the books. Candy, sounds like you have classes already.
Yeah,
Rebecca,
do it. Totally do it.
Yes, Rebecca can hear your chick.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you know what?
one chick. Do you want to see it?
Oh yeah. So the other day, Cindy sent me like a voice message through Facebook Messenger, and I was listening to it. My dog was going like this. Oh, look at her! I'm gonna.
It's a really busy one, and it's getting feathers already. It's like the most active chick I've ever seen. I think it's probably a rooster.
I couldn't spotlight you, I think, because there's only 2 people. Oh, very cute.
So, yeah. So did you hear the story that I got? My level 7 student complained to the firemen about it.
Yes, I heard that story that you said.
I was so embarrassed.
Yes. Instead of just saying, Cindy, that's bothering me. Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness. So at the end of class, I said, you could have just told me, like, you didn't have to be, but I understand, their culture, they probably don't want to be disrespectful or something,
Right.
So.
They're confrontational. Well, I need to get going and get ready for my out school classes later today. I still got to prep. So I don't know about
you. Good to see everyone.
So look for brain contributor videos from Cindy and me. We are required to do 2 a month. So at least 2 a month.
If you have any ideas, things you want to know or see a video about.
Yes. Comment below if you do. Yeah. All right.
I won't be doing Manicam on GOGOKID. I won't be doing Manicam with GOGOKID. That's right. Happen.
No more Manicam on your videos.
They have a lot of stuff on there, like moving your face onto the stage. Yes. The teacher can put your face onto the stage. I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting.
Yes. So they have a lot more interactive features than you don't need Manicam for on GOGOKID.
Right. Probably not. Yeah. Now, my question is, are you supposed to do rewards on Manicam on GOGOKID?
Yes, and they are stricter about it than Vipkid.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Vipkid
did digital rewards the last lesson. I didn't do 2D rewards. I
don't know if they probably accept that. I guess we should find out an official answer, but you do need some kind of reward, and they want you to do even assessments and everything. You should have a reward every time.
Wow. Because this one lesson I did, it was an assessment. So he got stars, gems, and starfish on my side.
Well, there you go.
A lot of rewards. That's a lot of rewards. That's a lot of like throwing stuff up through the whole class.
Right. Well, they have less slides, so you have time to give more rewards. So yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Kelly. Thanks for having me on. You'll have to come on my channel.
I will.
When we have time, we'll schedule it.
Yes.